If you don't want to play that way, don't play that way. Break.
That's deep, man.
That's deep.
That's one of the deepest parts of the whole documentary so far.
I think 7 and 8 was the 2 deepest episodes so far.
It was like real emotional.
It was real emotional. Why do you think he started crying though?
So much passion put into the game and just so much work, so much dedication. He's like, if y'all don't want to play like that, I mean, that's all he do is put his heart and soul into the game. So it hurts for him to not have other people on his team that's taking it just as serious as him.
Or do you think he was crying because he looking back on it, he felt bad?
I think he did start to feel kind of bad.
That's what I think. That's what I think. The tears, because if he was just like, man, like, you know, this is just my. I was just this passionate. I cared about the game as much. If you didn't want to play, then you shouldn't be here. That's just a mindset where I don't care.
Right.
But the fact that you got emotional and started crying,
I don't know though, because I don't think he should feel bad.
Could be kind of sad about it. Like I just wanted to win this bad. Like I messed up friendships.
I don't think he should. I don't know, because I don't think you should really feel bad about that, because it worked. Like what he's doing worked. You got 6 rings.
But I mean, he's a human being though. He's a human being. Like looking back on it, he probably like can't call half the people in his, like none of his teammates because they consider him a jerk.
He started feeling that, because he said like when this documentary come out, people gonna think I'm an asshole. So he started watching it like, damn man, I was.
Right.
But it worked.
It worked. Like he don't. I know he doesn't regret it. Like he don't regret nothing he did.
Yeah.
Like he got 6 rings with this mindset.
He got these guys rings.
He got these guys 6 rings. He's arguably the greatest player ever. He is the greatest player ever.
It was on your head about that last video.
It was on my head. In my book, I didn't watch Michael Jordan.
Right.
So Kobe's the greatest I ever seen.
Facts.
He's my GOAT. I didn't watch Jordan. Like, but I mean, you know, not gotta be politically correct. Like Jordan's the GOAT. Like Kobe didn't accomplish the things Jordan accomplished. I agree.
You can't piss off the Jordan heads.
The old heads, they go crazy when you talk about Jordan. But I get it though. I get it. Because the way I feel about Kobe, they probably feel about Jordan.
Facts.
So no, I get
and that's
it.
how I feel about Steph.
How you feel about Steph? Exactly. So it was emotional though, man. Like
no, it was definitely emotional.
It was emotional. I felt him. I felt him because I had a coach like this, Coach Jans, my senior year of college. Like our whole first year that I had him, we fought him the whole half of the season.
I remember that.
Because he was Jordan, the way Jordan act, times 10. Like he was on you every day. Like when he walked through that building, you knew it was no laughing. It was none of that. And I was just like, why is he like this? Like
you kind of understand it now, huh?
Once we started winning, I didn't have a season like that. My first 3 years, we didn't have a season compared at all to my senior year. That's how he won. That's the way he wanted to do things. Like that's all he knew. Once he came from Wichita State. Wichita State was a great program. They won a lot of games. He came to us with that same mentality. Like I'm gonna be on their ass every single day. We're gonna do one or two things. You're gonna either buy in and we're gonna be good, or you're gonna quit. Like
that's how he probably wants it. Like if you're gonna quit, he don't want you.
He don't want you. Eventually we bought in. We won.
It worked.
It worked. And looking back on it, I'm like, yeah, like you know, he was a great coach. You know, he did what he did, and it kind of relates to the whole little Jordan aspect.
If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button below, man. Make sure you come subscribe to the Hen Dogs, since we got a lot more videos coming, man. And trust me, you want to stay tuned in for these videos. Leave a comment, talk to us in the comments like always. You know, we've been receiving a lot of good comments.
A lot of good comments. I appreciate everybody. You know, everybody that's tuning in, all the new subscribers, everybody that's commenting. I appreciate all of y'all. Keep it going.
I want to start off with, so the first episode, like we said, was pretty emotional, but I enjoyed it. I think it was probably my favorite episode.
You think that was your favorite?
Yeah.
I think that was your favorite?
I was tuned into this and emotionally drawn into it, like, connected to. So they talked about when his father died.
Father passed.
That was deep, man, and it forced him into retiring.
He was already on the face, like just tired of the media, tired of everybody, and then your dad just passed. He said that was his last conversation with his dad was him playing baseball.
Yeah,
him playing baseball.
But I mean, it's a lot of speculation around this. It's a touchy subject.
It's touchy, but we wouldn't be us if we didn't go into it, man. We have to.
People are saying that his gambling issue and maybe some gambling debt is the reason for his father dying. A lot of people say
for his father dying, and for him also getting suspended, aka just leaving for 18 months.
And to just leave as the best player in the NBA, best player in the world, like to ever play, like to just get up and leave.
Get up and just bounce. I mean, I get it though. Like your dad passed, like you probably won't have the motivation to play.
Nah, your father died.
I don't know, man. It's kind of fishy. Like,
yeah.
So you mean to tell me his pops just was driving?
Yeah, the way he died.
He got tired, parked on the side of the road, and somebody came up and just robbed you and shot you? Like,
I mean, it happens.
Is North Carolina that crazy?
Where was he coming from? Like, they never really got into that.
Got into none of that.
Like, why didn't they get into the specifics of where he was coming from and where he was going?
I personally don't think it was any gambling type issue.
Yeah,
only because there was no real evidence that came out. Like, you know how much the media if they would have picked up on anything. If
they found something,
we would have seen something. It was just all speculation, all just kind of how we saying. It just kind of just seems weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it for y'all.
Yeah, talk to us in the comments about that.
What y'all think? It wasn't a mystery that he had a gambling problem. No, like, that wasn't a mystery.
No.
And they also said he was kind of that arrogant gambler, where he would go and do face value. Like, I'm Michael Jordan. Like, I bet $100,000 on this. Like, I give y'all the money. Y'all know I'm good for it.
He owed people. Yeah,
he owed people a lot.
They say he wrote a check for like $57,000.
And Michael Frenzy, that's his name, I think. He was on Vlad TV. Yeah, if you ain't never checked that out, check that out. He said he heard people that was well connected within the NBA that Jordan for sure was suspended from the NBA.
But I don't understand the whole suspension part.
They say because they wanted him to get away from the media.
So they're saying that David Stern suspended Jordan?
Yeah.
I don't see why he would. I don't get that part. Like, why would he suspend him? Why would he take away his biggest asset, his biggest money maker?
Right. Just because they said it was better for Michael. It was gonna be better for him. If he just goes sit off for a year and come back, people forget about the whole death speculation on how his father.
Nah, that's not just gonna die. I don't know.
It did though. Once he retired, he came back. Everybody, welcome back, Michael.
The Chicago Bulls, welcome back, Michael Jordan.
Came back 45. 45 came back. What, 5? His fifth game back.
55.
55 against the Knicks in the Garden.
In the Garden. 55 in the Garden.
That's what make it even more fishier, kind of.
Yeah, to go play baseball.
Like, he said that he didn't have any motivation to play sports, to play basketball. He didn't have any motivation. He just, his father passed. He just didn't want to.
I can kind of see that though.
And you just leave and then go play baseball.
I can kind of see that because I feel like when he was hooping, like his dad is always there, so he had to change it up a little bit. Go do something different. Baseball got him out of that mindset of his father just being in the stand. It's something different for him, man. I definitely would have to change up my life and do something different with my dad. I wouldn't be able to just continue with the same thing.
But no, I don't believe none of that, man. Don't kill me, y'all. Don't kill me. I don't believe it.
I think it was.
We just gotta talk about it. That's all.
I think it was ironic how the story broke of him going to play baseball, quitting basketball and going to play baseball. It broke at him throwing the first pitch out of a White Sox game.
Right, smiling, funny, but what player,
how do you just? They say he hadn't played baseball since he was 17, and then he was 31 when he played again. How do you just go play professional baseball?
I think that takes a lot.
You put so much pressure on yourself.
That's what I'm saying. You put a lot of pride to the side.
Yeah.
I think you're the greatest basketball player. Nobody can tell you nothing right now. You go outside right now, you're gonna go dunk on everybody. You Jordan. I'm about to go play with the best of the best in a whole nother sport.
That's crazy.
And you still who you are.
The best of the best.
That was his plan. His plan was to go do that. Yeah. So just to be able to be I know who I am. I'm Michael Jordan.
It's like LeBron right now, just stopping
and going to play tennis or something. Everything that you do is gonna be sold out.
The media is on your head.
Right, you're not one of the best, but you're I'm just this competitive. This is what I want to do.
That's some GOAT stuff.
It is. It really is. You got a lot of confidence in yourself. A lot of people not gonna risk their status, being on this pedestal, to go do something else where you're not gonna be one of the best players. That take a lot.
Yeah, and then to come back and be better than what he was before, that's GOAT stuff.
But was he better than what he was before?
I mean, they went 72-10 his second year back.
Yeah.
Second best record ever. Now Warriors just capped at me at the time. No, by 72-10. That's crazy. Lose 10 games the entire year.
But one thing I think that I've been noticing throughout the whole documentary is Jordan's bounce back game is bar none. Nobody has a bounce back game better than Jordan. He had at least 6 to 7 times where something happened and he was like, that happened, so
it fueled me.
It fueled me to be who I am today.
That's all I needed.
Yeah, like the LeJohnson Jones. Who? LeBradford Smith. He had 37 on Jordan, and he walked over. They said that he walked over to Jordan and said, "Nice game, Mike." Right after the game, Mike said, "What?" Told everybody. He said, "Hey, LeBron Jones told me nice game after the game. I'm gonna make sure I score what he scored in the first half." Yeah, in the first half. So they played him the very next night.
And he did it. He
had 36 in the first half and ended with like 49. And it was like, yeah, don't ever say nice game to me. And they say maybe 10 years down the line, somebody was like, hey, did LeBradford Smith really say good game to you? He said, no, he didn't say that. I made that up.
That's crazy though. He used to like create these false narratives
just to pump himself up.
That's like some psycho stuff.
Yeah,
man.
That's kind of psychotic in a way.
But it worked. Everything he did worked.
It works.
Like,
it works.
Crazy.
It got him going. So that was another instance. They said when George Karl when George Karl was the head coach of the Supersonics, he said that they was like out to eat before a game or something. And
they're about to play
and George Karl just ignored him, didn't say nothing to him. He was like, man, like we went to North Carolina together. Like how you just gonna ignore me? But that fueled me. That next game to just go crazy.
Really like tricking his mind
to thinking people like didn't like him. They really scared of me, but he like, no, they ain't scared of me. They really don't like me.
And then he would go out and bust their ass.
Yeah, and then blame it on that when they just like, dang, like we weren't even tripping. The BJ Armstrong when BJ went to the Charlotte Hornets and BJ hit a shot, got the taunt.
That was game 1. They beat him.
Yep. Got the taunt, talking to him. He was like, you shouldn't did. It fueled me.
Jordan's hilarious for that. So yeah, when the story came out that Jordan was gonna retire, they had to have this big press conference. They said that was like one of the biggest press conferences ever. Reporters came from everywhere.
Like Jordan's here. He's coming.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Pause.
It's something that I took from that was crazy. Like, and a lot of people were saying they were thinking, oh, he's not coming back. But in Jordan's like press conference, when he was talking, he kept implying that
he was coming back.
Yeah, he kept kind of saying like, I may not be done. Or
he's like, I'm retiring, so retiring means I can do whatever I want to do after this. Which means if I want to come back,
if I desire to come back, this may be the challenge that I need. Right. Like, he was implying that he was coming back, but I feel like people didn't really notice that then. Right. People were like, oh, he's retiring, he's done.
He was crying.
Yeah, the one reporter was like, Michael Jordan's done forever.
Another one where it fueled him, where I forget who said it. They said 45 ain't 23.
After the game, Nick Anderson said, he was like, 45 isn't 23. Oh, man.
Well, obviously, Michael Jordan is superstitious. 45 is in mothballs. 23 is back.
When we met them the next game, MJ just went off.
Right. But yeah, there's like 45 ain't 23. He remembered that. He was like, okay.
And he switched his number.
Back. Yeah, the very next day, he switched his number.
23, and went crazy.
Went back to Jordan 23. Like, man, the way that last episode 7 ended, I think that was probably the deepest part of a documentary I've ever seen. Like, I felt that. Like, I started getting chills.
He had to say break.
Yeah, he couldn't even finish the interview because it was that deep to him.
I know, like, the reporter asked him, was like, damn.
Yeah, like, this is, no, he was like, yes, this is awesome. This is it. This is great. I personally think he acted that way because he was like ridiculed so much. He got so much backlash. Yeah. If he had a bad game, like he was gonna be all over the press. Like, what's going on with Jordan? What's up with this? But nobody else was getting that treatment. If your teammates just coming in like half drunk, like laughing,
you putting all this
work in because you know if you don't, it's over with for you. You're gonna be kind of like, all right, y'all, like.
Y'all gotta
get on my level. Y'all just coming in half-assed, just don't really care. Like, no, like y'all gotta come up with me. Like, I know y'all not as good as me, but I need y'all to get on my level, man. Like, or this ain't gonna work.
Oh yeah, so to that point, with him just getting on people, what's his name?
Scott Burrell.
Scott Burrell.
Man, he was disrespectful.
I I tried to get him to fight me a couple of times, in a good sense. But I know we were gonna need him at some point in time. And he's gonna remember this. And he's gonna get out there and he's gonna fight.
I got Scott.
What he was lacking was commitment, determination, seriousness. So he became, my guy to kind of keep pushing.
I feel like him playing with the best player kind of discouraged him.
Right. It kind of messed him up in a way.
Because he was trying to compare himself to Jordan.
Right.
And he should have just been open. But he ended up balling out.
That one game.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, 23. That's probably his career high.
Big playoff game, though. I forget which game it was, but he balled out.
Yeah, he balled out. No, he balled out.
But nah, Jordan was so disrespectful.
We called him a whole couple times. So if you want to be on this team, you better make these free throws.
Like he's the coach.
Like he's the GM or something.
Yeah, he's your teammate telling you this at practice. All the coaches are around.
Right.
And he telling you, if you want to stay on this team, you gotta do something right.
Yeah.
Make this free throw, ho. Come on, bro. Like, I would've just stopped. Like, hold on, bro. I'm on your team. I'm your team. You're not my coach.
Man. But that's what Scottie said, though. Scottie said they needed that. Jordan was that guy to be on them. And then Scottie was kind of the person, like, Scottie was the person who would be like, you know what, come here, bro. Like, it's going to be cool.
Oh, Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen. We're gonna get through this. We're going to get through this. You're going to be all right, man.
Yeah, when Jordan retired, they said Scottie was like the softer touch.
Right.
But they didn't win nothing.
They didn't win nothing. They lost.
Didn't work.
They lost. And then the next year, that's when Jordan came back halfway through the season, and they lost to Orlando.
Yeah, they lost to Orlando.
Yeah.
Penny.
Nick Anderson hit the shot.
Jordan really wasn't in basketball shape.
80%.
Yeah, he was still in base. Like, he had to transform his entire body to like a baseball player. Then had to transform it back to a basketball player. Like, that's tough. That's so much pressure on yourself.
You putting so much pressure. Like, I was seeing all those people like outside of the Birmingham Barons. It was people like just like looking underneath. Like, people don't do that for baseball games. Like,
especially not AA baseball.
Exactly. I also don't think he was that like full of himself that he thought that he was gonna go out there and just be the man. Like, there's no way
he knew it was a process.
He knew it was gonna be a little struggle for him, and that's why I respect it. Like, that's why I really respect it, because he really was just taking on challenges. This is something my dad said that we wanted to do, so I'm gonna do it. I know I'm Michael Jordan, but hey, we're gonna do it. To this day, Jordan would never ever mess with Sports Illustrated.
And that was a messed up cover to put down.
Yeah, because like he wasn't even trying to be.
What they say? They say
he's an embarrassment
to baseball.
He's an embarrassment to baseball.
Yeah,
why would you say that?
Front page of the cover.
Front page of the cover. That's why I don't think that the media just was on him so like positively.
And the Sports Illustrated editor, he was like, Jordan calls this his dream, but I call it a delusion or something like that. Like, he didn't care. Like, he hated Jordan.
Like, he knew it was gonna get. He knew it was gonna get ratings. He knew people was gonna watch it.
He messed up his.
Yeah, he messed up his Jordan plug. Like, ever since that day, Sports Illustrated would never get an interview from me. They would never get anything from me. Like, I feel that though. Like, you got that power. Like, you can't control what they say, but you can control
their access to you.
Like, I just thought about it. It's crazy now that I think about it though. Like, back when Jordan was in the league, he was so powerful that he was number 99 player on NBA Lives. He wasn't even Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan wasn't on the game.
Why was he doing that?
He was just like, I don't really know. But yeah, I gotta look that up. But yeah, he was just number 99. He was player.
He wouldn't give video games access to his
name,
his identity.
His name, yeah.
I
forgot about that too. I just thought about that. Like, wait,
it's just the GOAT, man.
He was the GOAT.
Everything rolled around Jordan.
I mean, he put the work in for it. Put the work in.
Scottie Pippen sat out.
Oh.
He sat out in this is the playoff game, Eastern Conference Finals, just because the coach draws up a play for somebody else when they said that Scottie wasn't even a scorer like that.
Right.
He was the facilitator out there.
So they wanted you to take the ball out with 2 seconds left.
Right,
like,
you're the facilitator.
You're the best passer.
He said that.
Yeah.
He was like, he said when Jordan left, we kind of came together as a team. You know, we played more team ball.
Right.
So why are you mad that you're not taking the last shot?
Well, we know why he was mad. Because Jerry Cross loved Tony Kukoc more than he loved any other human being in the world.
So
and Scottie didn't like Jerry Cross, so it all tied in together.
So he was jealous of Tony Kukoc. But Tony Kukoc had all these buzzer beaters that year.
Right. I guarantee if they would have come up with a play where it was like, all right, Scottie, you gonna come up and you're gonna be the decoy, and B.J. Armstrong gonna get the green, give him the shot. He'd probably be like, okay, that might work. But the fact that it was Tony Kukoc, he was like, nah, bro, like y'all being disrespectful to me right now. Like any teammate that quits on me in the middle of a game,
and it's not even that he quit. Like he put himself over the team.
Yeah,
like,
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
In the playoffs. I mean, granted, he came back the next game and did the dunk on Ewing and pushed him and all that, so it worked out like the way it was supposed to. But Scottie, bro, you can't just quit on your teammates like that. Like, they're supposed to be your brothers. Like, these supposed to be people you ride or die with. Like, what could that be going through your mind at that point? Like, man, forget these dudes. Like, I don't even care about these dudes. Like,
they ain't gonna win without me doing it.
Exactly. So that's kind of how I think about it.
And they did win. And I like how Phil handled that.
Oh yeah, Phil handled it perfect.
Scottie didn't want to play. He said, "Fuck him," and just kept going.
Like,
he won.
He won. Like, hey Scottie, come on, like we need you. Like, he was like, you don't want to come in? All right, bet. We out.
Yeah, I did the same.
I did the same thing. I respect Phil for that for sure. But I mean, it was dope though. Scottie came back and ended up winning 3 more rings with the Bulls after that. Say all that about Scottie, but people saying like Jordan kind of focused on Scottie's flaws a little too much in this documentary.
You think Jordan did it, or
I mean the director / Jordan? Like, I mean, Jordan had a lot to do with what was going on.
Yeah, because every time Scottie Pippen come up on the screen, it's something they.
I don't think they're giving Scottie enough credit. They ain't giving him as much credit as they should have. Because yeah, pretty much every time I see him, it's some sad music about to come on. It's about to talk about something he was mad about or something like that. But I don't think they kind of talk about that. He was part of those 6 rings. He was arguably the best defender ever.
They kind of just putting the spotlight on all his flaws.
They talk about, I mean, they definitely talk about good stuff he did here and there. But I definitely, once this documentary is over, I feel like I know a lot more bad things about Scottie than any good things I learned from him.
Yeah. Gary Payton.
Oh.
Jordan is so disrespectful. I know a lot of these players are like angry going back watching this documentary.
I had no problems with the glove.
A lot of people back down the bike. I didn't. I made it a point. I said, just tire him out. Tire the out of him. You just got to tire him out. And I kept hitting him and banging him and hitting him and banging him. It took a toll on Mike. It took a toll. And then I feel myself resting him a little bit. And then the series changed. And I wish I could have did it earlier. I don't know if the outcome would have been different, but it was a difference and beating him down a little bit.
The glove. I had no problem with the glove.
Locked him up though, and they won. He went 6 for 19.
They said that he had like three straight games where Gary Payton guarded him, and he had like 23, 21, and 26, but shot like 37%, and Gary Payton guarded him all 3 of those games. So I mean, hey, it might be true. The glove ain't just coming on there just lying.
Tiring him out.
Yeah, but Jordan was like, I had no problem with the glove. I was going through things. My father passed. Like, I was kind of going through things. It was not because of Gary Payton.
Laughing at him.
He was laughing at him. Like, they gave him a little iPad. He got the busting out laughing. Like, yeah, right. Looking like he was shocked that Gary Payton was saying this. Gary Payton was kind of going a little overboard, though. Yeah. Like, yeah, we just had to tire him out. I already knew that's what I had to do. But Gary Payton's a competitor, man. I love it. I see episodes 9 and 10. These the last 2 episodes.
Damn, these the last ones?
These the last 2, man.
They gotta come out with another 10 or something.
Kobe's definitely gonna be coming out soon. Kobe's gonna be coming out soon.
Because they filmed his last year.
Yep.
So yeah, this Jordan documentary is definitely one for the books.
Oh, it's my favorite documentary ever. Yeah. I haven't had another documentary where I was just in touch with it, and I couldn't wait to every Sunday for it to come on. Like, I haven't had none of this stuff. I'm excited for episodes 9 and 10.
We'll be doing another video to that. We will be watching that locked in as soon as it come out. So that'll do it for today's video, man. We thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, talk to us in the comments.
Let us know what's up. All of y'all, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Like, all the people that's commenting, that's giving y'all details. A lot of people that correcting me, man. I appreciate y'all. Like
I said, we weren't around watching it back in the day. Y'all were, so it's a lot of stuff y'all see that we don't see. You might
talking to the old heads right now.
For sure, the old heads. Y'all old heads, that's on our head a little bit.
Yeah, that's on our head. But hey, that's good, man. I love it. I love it. That's what we doing it for. We broadcasting our opinions for people to reflect on and talk about.
So leave comments as always. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the Hen Dogs.
Right now, before you go do what you're about to do, hit subscribe right now. Go push that little button. If it's red, push it and make it gray right now.
Facts. And turn those post notifications on too, so you know whenever we post, you get an alert straight to your phone every time we drop a video. So turn those post notifications on. And any shout outs?
Oh yeah, let's do some shout outs, man. We're gonna do some shout outs.
Shout out to the old heads.
Shout out to the old heads. 45 and older. Y'all the old heads. I appreciate all of y'all. The ones that got the real specific and y'all really care about what people say about Jordan.
Yeah, y'all don't play about Jordan.
They don't play about Jordan. They don't play about him. I love it. I'm the same way. I don't play about Kobe. I've been bike riding for like the last, we've been bike riding like the last 2 months.
Since Corona started.
Yeah, like the last 2 months we went and bought bikes.
Good exercise.
Good exercise. It's fun, man. It's fun. So shout out to all the cyclists out there, man. Send me y'all goals for the month.
And I want to shout out to the healthcare workers, everybody that's working in the hospitals, that's helping out with the people that are sick, people with Corona, y'all the real MVPs.
Shout out to the Kobe, what do you call them?
Kobe Tars.
Shout out to the Kobe Tars, man. I ain't never heard of that before, but somebody in my comments called me a Kobe Tar. And he said that my cousins are the LeBron sexuals.
Bronzexual.
Oh, Bronzexual, my bad. He said that our cousins was the Bronzexual.
So what's the Jordan head?
That's the old heads. That's the old head. But he called me a Kobe Tar. So shout out to all the Kobe Tars out there.
Thank you for watching, man. We're gonna get up out of here. We out.